keep looking like you. I can't take no more. I miss your touch from your hands and your body. It hurts so much to think of you as someone else. Can't get enough when you're sweet talking to me.
Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tata Fox and this is a Tata Fox Express train, darling. I'm back with another episode of I think we're going to need a drink. What drink am I having? So this is from my advent calendar. I got a Prosecco advent calendar because my husband knows I like my liquor. So today's drink is a Moscato by Academia. Girl, as long as it's a liquor and the sparkly kind and that looks good in the glass, we ain't worried about who it is. This is coming off, so this is not aesthetically pleasing, but I'll put that there. Did you hear that? That's always a good sign. So cheers to you. Go get your drink. And whilst you're sorting out your drink, subscribe before you walk away. Ooh, that's really nice. I don't know if you can see this label. Can you see this label? This is what it looks like. Right, so we got so many suggestions. Guys, I couldn't even write them all down. So I started from the bottom up. So the most recent suggestions going to the oldest suggestions going to the most recent. So I couldn't even fit them in here. I think we're going to stick to three suggestions per video. The first topic, be good, be good, be good, be good, be good. Black tax. The first topic is black tax. Let's crunch that up and throw it away. Do you know, I was having a conversation with, my partner the other day. My husband was Scott. You guys know him. I should stop. You know what? People who are like, we all know who Scott is. Some people don't. Some people are new to the channel. They don't know who Scott is. So I was having a conversation with my husband, and obviously we have very different cultural upbringings. He is white and he's Scottish, and I'm black South African, Betty. And we have completely different upbringings, like I said earlier. And in his culture, they don't really have black tax. But for Africans, especially South Africans, we definitely know what black tax is. Some of you might not subscribe to black tax, but my black ass subscribes to black tax. And I'll tell you why. And I'm not saying that it's fair. There's a complete difference between fair and what it is. It is what it is. And so for me, my parents, when I was really young, they sacrificed a lot. They sacrificed having lots of luxuries. My mom and my dad, they worked in various jobs to make ends meet. They worked really hard. They studied whilst they were working. They still took us to like extracurricular activities. My mom would still take me to the library. She would still take me to like netball games. My dad would work crazy hours because he was in IT, and even to get into IT, it wasn't the easiest. They worked really hard with very little support from anybody financially around them. They literally started from my mom being a cashier at KFC, and my dad selling tomatoes or fruits, snacks at soccer stadiums. They worked very hard to put us in the position where they put us into Model C schools. They studied whilst doing that so they can get better positions in work. So they worked really hard, but they had no backing and they had no help. my parents sacrificed a lot to make sure that their kids had great upbringings and a good life. And some people would argue that when you're a parent, that's what you're meant to do. But I feel like some parents go over and above for their kids. And I feel like my parents did that for us. And they weren't in the position to save or to have huge pots of pension or to have large investment pieces and properties around the world, because the money that they were earning, they were pumping it back into their kids, right? So the black tax for me, that comes in the role that my parents are in a position where they are about to retire, and unlike our white counterparts or affluent counterparts, they have something to fall back on. They have opportunities to have a more luxurious lifestyle versus the parents who sacrificed everything and pumped them into their kids. They can retire and go and live in their holiday homes. They can retire and they can continue to get huge, healthy lump sums of monies from their portfolios. Whereas some of us, our parents don't have that luxury. And that's why we black tax. That's why we give our parents some money. And I don't want to, for me, it's not really a thank you. I'm not saying thank you for raising me. I love them. I would do for my parents what they would do for me if I could. And I don't want my parents to need for anything. And the same way when I was a kid, they didn't want me to need for anything. I don't want them to need for anything. So I subscribe to black tax. Is it forced? For me and my family, it's not forced. Is it a burden? At times, I do feel that I have to do it. And it's not, the onus is not on my parents. It's not my parents' fault that I feel like this. But at times, I do feel like I have to do it. And sometimes I do sacrifice my own. Sometimes I sacrifice more than I have to. And it's a very difficult line to draw, because when you are building your own family and you are trying to create your own space, sometimes black tax can be a hindrance and it can stop you from doing the things that you need to do for your own family. So there needs to be a line that needs to be drawn. I think if you can afford to black tax and to give your parents something, it doesn't even need to be all the time, every month. It can be quarterly or once a month or every 6 months, or so every half year. You can give your parents, and it shouldn't be a must, but it definitely can be something that you can give them if you can afford to do it, and if it doesn't compromise your own family. And I feel like that's where sometimes a breakdown happens in black tax, is that the older you get, the more entitled some families feel that they need you to make sure that you give them something. Whereas I feel like black tax should be something that you give out of the goodness of your love for these people. Until black people get into a position, which I think we're getting to now, this generation, my generation and the next generation, where we're accumulating generational wealth, where we're able to put money aside for ourselves for the future, and where our kids have a good springboard for their futures, I think then we can start re-looking the need for black tax. Until then, we're always going to need each other. And that's why in African culture, it takes a village, because it takes a village to do a lot of things. It takes a village to survive. And not just monetary wise, but also emotionally, physically, we need each other as black people. We need each other because we are the people who have been segregated and dehumanized and condemned. We are the race of people who have always gone without. So we need each other. And until the point where we're all thriving and we're all, and people should take me literally, but until we get to a point where we all are thriving and surviving and living a plentiful life, we will always need each other. And that's why black tax exists. Let's pull out a topic. Oh, this is an oldie. I feel like these topics are like similar. This one is Black Girl Luxury. So I think Jackie Aina has introduced this brand of influencership-ish to social media. There's some people who are really against Black Girl Luxury. I feel like if your bills are paid, you don't owe nobody money, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. If you don't, some people will be like, oh, I don't identify with that, or that doesn't resonate with me, or it's not authentic to me, so I don't watch it. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, I watch the likes of Kifi Boo. I watch the likes of Jackie Aina. They don't necessarily speak to me as a person. Actually, I don't even think I'm their target audience. However, it is nice to watch. It's nice to look at. And I sometimes I feel like people just really want to think piece everything. Everything is a think piece. Everything is about, the consequences of like, bruh, it's her money. She can do whatever she wants to do with her money. And if you don't like the content, just don't subscribe to it. If your bills are paid, you don't owe nobody money, and your heart is sitting right with what you do with your money, you are in the right place emotionally. Do whatever you want to do with your money. Who am I on my little cell phone? Who am I to tell you what to do with your money? And if it doesn't resonate with me, then you can definitely block somebody so that you don't see. You can mute them so you don't see their content. It's crazy to me how people want to always like, I want to watch people who are like, resonate with me, who I can. I'm recording and your volume is loud.
I'm sorry. Guys. Hi, may I have an ice cream?
Have you brushed your teeth this morning?
Yes.
Lies.
No, yes.
Go brush your teeth.
How can I brush my teeth if I get ice cream?
How can you brush your teeth if you're getting an ice cream?
If.
How can you brush your teeth if you're getting an ice cream?
Yeah.
You go to the bathroom.
No, but
You
Mom,
put
it's
toothpaste
gonna
on a
get
toothbrush.
sour.
It's nice to see women of color flourishing. It's nice to see, to be inspired. Some things about it inspires me. I need a glass.
I'm coming.
It's nice to be inspired. It's nice to get ideas of things that you could do with your black ass. So let the rich people rich. Okay? Let's enjoy them. Let's know that when we got money, these are the ideas of the things that we're gonna do. How you gonna know about yachts if you don't see somebody on a yacht? Okay? That's not a wine. That's not a champagne glass.
Oh, wait.
Bring here.
That's not a champagne.
This is what Bina bought me for a champagne glass.
How am I supposed to know? I'm a child.
Yeah, pa. Which one is a champagne glass? I want the flat one.
That flat one. Do you want?
With a thin stem. Don't break my glasses either. So yeah, show us what luxury is. Let people who want to live in luxury. I love this glass, just by the way. Let people who want to live in luxury and live a luxurious life, let them do it. Who are we? Who are we? Surely not. And we can get inspired and we can see things we've never seen. We can experience things that we've never experienced so that we know when we get that money what to do with it. We don't want to go blindly. We also want to put on our vision boards and picture ourselves on those yachts, on them private jets, in that first class. We will never know what is happening if someone doesn't show us. Y'all are just angry that it's a black girl. That's the problem. It's a black girl. That's why y'all are angry. Because when it's all vanilla white woman who's got some sort of Elizabethan name Nobody has got a problem. But if it's a black kunte kente coming to Africa person, you guys want to make a think piece and question, is it good enough? What about the culture? What about the... Hey! Let that person live. Let us enjoy the fruits of our labors. The fruit of my labor is at school. The other one just asked for ice cream. Anyway, next topic. The worst thing a friend has done. I've had friends with some dirty hoes. With some downright bitches. Snitches. Some nasty ass, evil hearted people. And I've had some good friends. No, I'm lying. I think I had this conversation with you guys the last time and I said that everybody's a bad friend to somebody at some point. But I had some fucked up friends. What's the worst thing a friend has ever done to me? Some things I just feel like I'm going to have to go to the grave with. Because, there was a time in my life where I was a shitty friend too. Okay, so this one is this one was just after I got my first divorce. And I feel like if you get married really young, which is another topic there about getting married young, I obviously I never pulled it out. But if you get married really young, and then you get divorced really young, you go, and I don't even think it's about getting divorced really young, actually. I just feel like if you get divorced, women go through this thing where they're trying to redefine and find themselves and find out who they are. And when they go through this stage, it's like you're very liberated. If that makes any sense. You're trying to find out what you like, who you like, and you also, for the longest time, have felt, because you were married and you go back into the dating scene, you're trying to prove that you still got it, you're still that girl, you're still the girl, you're still her. And a lot of the times people will misinterpret it as you being, loose or a woman of low value, or they'll misinterpret it as somebody who's got very little morals, or, just deem women who have just come out of a divorce as like, women who are not worthy. And that's where the problem therein that lies. I feel like every woman, especially after leaving a man, after a long relationship or after a marriage, they all go through a wild. You should go through a wild phase. So I was going through my wild phase, and I had a bunch of friends. Oh, bambonta masip. Yeah. Guys. Okay, actually, I'm going to change the story. First time. This is not the worst thing, but just to show you example of some of the things that happened. And it wasn't just one friend, it was a group of them. First of all, they would always talk about me. I was a size 34. I think I've had this conversation before. I was a size 34, but I was still the fat girl in the crew. And they would always talk about how unattractive I was. And I had a baby, so my titties hang low. Do they swing to it? Your tits hang low when you're walking through the door. Does your stomach have a roll when you look to the floor? Do your thighs rub each other when you walk into a fro? Do your tits hang low? So anyway, I was in that trying to find myself when my tits hang low. Probably just in the wrong bra, but anyway. And they were aware of it. I think sometimes girls are like sharks in the water. They can smell the blood. And if you are the friend who've got a little bit of low self-esteem. The friends around you, they can smell it from a mile away. And if you ain't got good friends, damn honey, you about to get fucked up. So them friends of mine, they knew that. And I didn't feel like I do about myself right now. Because I'm a snack baby. And back then I thought I had to prove that I was a snack. Because they were pretty much all yellow bones. Well, some of them were. And the one time, the one friend invited me out to the Clizzerb. Said to me, it was actually the first time she actually invited me out somewhere. First time ever. And she was like, and there was like a group of like 10 of us. And it was the first time this one invited me out. And she said, girl, let's go drinking. And I said, what, you invited me out? She said, yes. And I said, I had moved back home to my mama's house. So Bianda was a little itty bitty baby. I said, Mama, watch the baby at 10 o'clock at night. I said, Mama, watch the baby. I'm going to go out. I'm going partying. The cool kid, the cool girl in the group is inviting me out. She said, are you sure you want to go? I said, yes. And I said, let me drive your car anyway. On top of that, let me drive your car. This story is for people, it's a past. It's past now. It's happened. I don't do this. I don't do these kind of things anymore. And you shouldn't. This is a lesson for people. So then I went out. When I get there, homegirl has obviously invited all the other friends, but they're quite busy. So she stuck with me. So we start drinking. And she disappears. She goes, oh, friend, I've got my boyfriend or whatever is around the corner. Oh, my friend or whatever. No, basically, I think I've told the story before. I get there. I get to like Taboo. Wait till Taboo has seen the devil. Taboo. Anyway, so I get to Taboo and she's got some guys with her. When I talk about guys, I'm talking about money heist guys. Pizza guys. The ones you can see para Gucci thong, like kappa, right? They wear real Gucci and fake Gucci at the same damn time. A lot of them got a gold tooth. They got a kappa sandal. They wear them really tight ass pants. Fabiani. They, the stereotype that heist during the week. They are plotting. December, they are in their elements. Those kind of guys. She said, sit down. These are my friends. I said, shit, these are your friends. Shit. I'm new in the market. I'm new to the dating scene, so let's just try this out. You never know. Maybe I can be like the wife of a Leginza. I'll be sipping my way at Gonga on my husband's dime. I'll be helping my husband hide money in the ceiling after he done heist up a truck. That's what I was thinking. I could probably do this. I was wrong, honey, but anyway. I am so scared of crime, but I didn't know that until that day. So she's like, have a drink. They're like, what do you guys want to drink? I said, my way. No, I'm lying. I didn't say my way. My mama told me better. I didn't say that. I said, what do you want to drink? I said, I don't know. I looked at my bank account. My bank account said, you could have some water. And she was like, no, you mad. My way. I said, okay, go ahead, girl. So the Moe comes with the shooters. We sit, we drink. Homegirl says, I need to go somewhere, I'm coming back. She leave me. These niggas wait 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40. This is for your friend. I'm here, alone, at Taboo, upstairs. I don't know, she said, come and send a text, she don't respond. I sent a text, she don't respond. I think about 2 hours later, they're like, your friend ain't coming back. And we got all these bottles. So you're going to have to drink every last drop of this. I looked for the nearest group of girls who were trying to get into VIP. I said, I said to them, y'all better come and drink with me. I don't know you. You got nice hair. You got some nice shoes on. You want to drink? Come inside, have a drink. Those girls helped me drink. But by then, I was only like 2 bottles down of away one man. I got into my car and I got into a car accident, basically. One man car accident. But the moral of the story is that crusty ass friend of mine. Still till today, I don't know where the bitch went. So we'll finish off this bowl next week. My name is Tata Fox. You guys at bomb.com. Please subscribe, guys. Stop being weirdos. Come and watch, but you don't subscribe. Freaking weird. I love you guys so much. My name is Tata Fox, and I'm out. I'm out. Do your tits hang low? Do your tits hang low? Do your tits hang low?